So as I'm walking through the park one morning, I see these concrete steps that are just on the side of the road. And then since then, I've been just dwelling in the idea of going from beginning to end without stopping, leaping from one step to another all the way till the end. Now I wanted to challenge myself, not only physically but also mentally, because this is about endurance. There are about 100 steps. Now there's only one question for this. Will I make it? Now this is my attempt of going from beginning to end without stopping. And before we dive into it, let me give you just a little bit of context on why I'm doing this. Now before committing to this idea, I have been sitting and contemplating all the reasons why I'm not doing it. Such as, well, I don't like running, I'm not good at it, I can't be bothered, I have better things to do, and the list goes on. One day, this conversation about this idea turned into something very deep. So one afternoon, drinking a $1 coffee, I realized something profound. Well, at least for me. And it's that thing that is stopping me of doing this idea of this challenge is what's stopping me everywhere else in my life. I looked at all the projects that I've been wanting to start for a long time, or like any idea that comes to my head and I don't end up doing it. And all of these just came very clear that it's just the same reasons showing up for everything in life, including those areas that are really important. And it made a lot of sense for me to take this idea, take this challenge mentally and physically and take it all the way through completion and not giving up until I completed it. There are 100 steps from beginning to end. Now each step it's about 30 centimeters high and wide and about 2.7 meters long. Now there is a gap in between each step and the gap changes every 2 steps. So the first gap is about 90 centimeters long and the second gap is about 1.8 meters long. And they alternate every step. There is something that I really need to do before attempting this challenge. And that is to start running. Because I don't run. Like I don't get why people run or why people find running fun. Like I get yes, run so you don't miss the train, that's obvious. Or run for your life, of course. But running just because, I don't get it. I don't like running. This challenge requires some level of physical and some level of mental endurance. Physical because I need to be fit to be able to endure the 100 steps, and mentally because I need to bring my mind into the next step and try to keep a rhythm so it becomes this flow, this consistency. And anytime I think about something else or I engage with the thoughts of this is really hard or I'm gonna fall, that's where I fall and I have to start again. So this mental endurance, physical endurance together will help me achieve this challenge a lot easier. All right, let's try it again. Well, this is actually harder than I expected. And what I'm finding is that every time I'm leaping on the big step, I'm doing it with my right leg, which I'm always landing with my left leg. So halfway through, my legs are tired, or the right leg is very tired because it's always leaping with my right. So what I'm finding that maybe could make a difference is if I switch legs as I jump. So if you can see here, I'm jumping with my right leg, landing with my left, and then in the next step I'm gonna jump with my left leg and land with my right leg. Okay, let's try that. There are a couple of exceptions here, such as this massive gap that it will require some sort of parkour skills to do. So I will just simply run along and then join again. And also there is the main entrance of the park where the steps pretty much stop and then continue later. So which I'm also going to run and then join straight away. And through the whole course there are maybe 3, 4, maybe 6 steps that have gardens that have crept on the step, and which I'm not gonna step over and mess the garden, so I'm also gonna run alongside. Now I'm not gonna stop running, and I'm straight away gonna join in the next step, continuing to the finish line. Yes! Come on! This is done! I don't have to run anymore. After many weeks and days of planning and thinking and shooting and running, I can watch this and say, damn, we did it. And I feel that I not only did this challenge, but I also stopped engaging with the thoughts that usually get on the way of me doing anything that I really want to do, which feels just amazing. There's 2 takeaways for me out of this project or challenge. Well, the first one is that this is the foundation of accomplish anything in life. Like just getting an idea and really ignoring all the thoughts that stop you from doing that idea and just carrying that through the end. That is just massive for me. And second, well, very simple but very true, is that without a goal, you can't score. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time.